How's the coaching going?
Yeah, coaching's going well. So far, so loads of stuff through my own consultancy at the moment. Helping Brazil, helping a few other teams try and solve their problems with them. So no, it's going well.
Yeah, okay, good.
Well,
But
so far.
didn't you go to Jamaica not too long ago?
Yeah, did a guest session with the Jamaicans, trying to help them a little bit. Actually got another couple of sessions with them, so trying to help them in preparation with their Commonwealth qualifiers, and not call it Commonwealth. They playing in the Commonwealth games.
Yeah.
And then the Rugby Sevens World Cup. So yeah, I just jumped in at doing some guest sessions. I think I helped them with 2 more sessions. So pretty cool experience, something completely different. So
It must be different because, well, who else have you coached? England Sevens, Wales Women's,
USA.
Coaching journey. Wow.
Yeah.
Good question. So Harlequins Academy. I was with Harlequins there, Academy, some skill stuff for 8 years. England Sevens, 5 years. Then I went over to USA Women, helped them with their World Series, Olympics, etc. Before COVID did his own, before it had its own agenda. Yeah, and then in between, after finishing with England and the Harlequins, did some consulting with Germany, just with their Olympic qualifiers before I head over to USA, and then post COVID, jumped in with Wales Women as the head coach for 15s and 7s. Yeah, so pretty diverse coaching CV, taken me all over the world, and like you said, now currently helping the Brazilians on their World Series journey, and with the Rugby World Cup coming up, and then all the South American stuff and the Pan American games. So yeah, so pretty diverse in the men's and women's game, from grassroots rugby to the very top end of the game. Yeah, so pretty lucky. But like they say, hard work always brings you luck. So just got to keep that head down and grafting, I suppose.
Yeah, we were looking to see if, like, trying to research and see if you played at all, but we couldn't find anything.
Overshadowed by the coach. I played a little bit, played lucky enough to obviously from South Africa, so played a little bit of the top end stuff over there, was in and around Springbok 7 stuff. Yeah, had been involved in a couple of tournaments with them, played most of my rugby was back home, did a little short stint with North Otago, New Zealand, played over here for Richmond, helped them get to where they are today. Yeah, so that was the playing journey, and spent most of my time playing sevens for Samurai as well over here. But I started coaching when I was 18, so I was always had the rugby side playing, and then when I did my knee for the first time at 27, I had to retire from the game, and then I made a ridiculous comeback at 32 for Richmond. So, and then I retired again. So I've retired and unretired a few times already. So might be the rugby's version of Tom Brady, but not at that level.
Did you want to be a coach?
Well, for me, it was probably in 1995. I don't know if you young fellas know that. I know Willie's wearing a Springbok shirt there. I'm not sure how much he knows of the history. But no, look, 1995 Rugby World Cup, mate, I was a young fella, 11, 12 years old, changed my life when South Africa won that Rugby World Cup. It was post-apartheid. It was a completely different landscape in South Africa, and then all of a sudden the Springbok come alive. And Chester Williams was my childhood hero at the time, playing for South Africa. So I remember there when the guys won that Rugby World Cup, and when Francois Pienaar, Nelson Mandela gave that World Cup to Francois Pienaar. It was well, good timing. My mum just called. So yeah, so when Nelson Mandela handed that trophy over to Francois Pienaar, it was, yeah, that moment shaped my life forever. That's where the dream started. I had no concept of coaching. I knew I wanted to play for South Africa. Never quite achieved that dream with the 15s. But I wanted to coach. I wanted to be, had no concept about coaching, but I wanted to be in and around where environments like that could be created, when memories and experiences like that can be created, and where you can change from within. So those stuff inspired me, and that's where the coaching come from. And when I finished school, I think the very next year I was coaching by chance I was coaching my school's under 14 A team. One of my mates was the head coach, who finished the year before school with me. He was the head coach. He invited me to come with him to go and help. He lasted 2 sessions, and then I had to coach the team. So that's how I fell into the coaching, and from then on, never looked back. I feel at my very best when I'm on the grass and helping young fellas like yourself, trying to unlock that potential. Yeah, that's when I feel at my very best.
Yeah.
So did you come from the US to the college, or was it Wales?
No, so when I finished work, so obviously always lived in London. Spent most of my adult life in London. When I came over here to South Africa at 23, and then obviously doing the USA stuff, find myself in San Diego. And then when we come back, we moved to Bristol, because it was closer to Wales. And then when I finished there, obviously I went down to come and do a session there, and then meant to do one session, turned out to be there for a few months. That's how I found myself there, and then obviously helped them to find the new person there, new Dan Cox, new head of rugby, and my job's done.
He's doing a good job, to be fair.
Yeah.
Doing a good job. He's a good man. He'll help you guys shape things up nicely.
Yeah.
Well,
sure.
no, thank you for coming. I think we definitely learned a
it was
lot while
good
you were here as
season.
well.
Well, I hope so, Freddie.
No, I did.
Let's catch a ball finally.
Okay.
I love the skill side. If Freddie can catch a ball now, I'm a happy man. I've done my job.
It's caught me out. It's caught me out. Nah.
So when did you start Rugby Creative?
So it's Rugby Creative has always been there on the journey with me. So I've got a consultancy business that's called Coaching for Potential. So it helps coaches, all type of coaches, all levels, all abilities. And then the Rugby Creative arm is the skill development, the player development side, where I'm trying to help from grassroots players to elite players, try and help them improve their own individual game. So Rugby Creative has been around for a number of years. All I've done was I just changed the business phrase. I just changed the arm, a different arm to the business. So you got the coach development side, and then you got the player development side. So 2 different strands. And Rugby Creative is probably where one of my super strengths is where the way I look at the game is a little bit differently, and I always get labeled as creative. So why not be creative? So feed algorithm. No, it's in its infancy. So doing some cool stuff at the moment, from online to face. So not many players can say they have a personal coaching buddy that's helping them improve their own individual game. So yeah, that's the whole purpose. It's about making people better at the end of the day.
100%.
So how does it work again? Because it was on your Instagram, and what was it? Just call you up and then ask for a session?
Pretty much. Yeah, there's different versions to it. There's different layers to it. If you just want to have some face-to-face coaching, there's a way to go through that process, and then that in particular has its own different layers. Whether you go from a group of a number of sessions to a season long. To a half a season, to a season. So it all depends on what you want. And then there's the online arm to that membership as well. I feel like I'm doing a sales pitch here. The online side as well, where I've got one of my players now has just joined the USA Sevens team, who's been part of the online program for a number of years now. So yeah, there's depends where you are, depends what your needs are. There's different ways, but just hit me up online and we go from there.
Yeah, are you going to be watching all the rugby on Saturday?
Yeah, Super Saturday, isn't it? So yeah, it's gonna be cool, big cool day. So obviously,
Yeah.
so go on, say again.
A long day.
Well, it's just a long day if you don't like rugby, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably be a long day for my missus, but pretty exciting day for me, won't it? Now it'd be good, man. There's so many cool. Each team has got his own unique individual challenge. Each coach has got fighting his own own battle to persuade people that they're ready for the World Cup coming. And then obviously South Africa, Wales, it's already a sellout over there. So it's the first time that supporters has been back allowed in a sold out stadium. So that's gonna be a pretty cool experience. And don't know what's going to happen in New Zealand, but I suppose it's might only be a one-way stream down there. But no, it'd be a cool day. It'd be a cool day.
Would be a good day.
Yeah. What are your predictions then?
Predictions. I'll probably just be biased. I think Eddie's always got a cool. He's always got something up his sleeve, so it's gonna be pretty cool. He's always got something up his sleeve there, so I'll go with England on that one. But the Aussies, to be fair, some of those players look pretty good at the moment. My blood is green, fellas, so I can only go with South Africa.
Everyone's going with South Africa.
I think they get the better of Wales.
Yeah, I can only go with them. New Zealand, Ireland, isn't it, in the morning? Yeah, it's a tough, which I can only go for New Zealand there. Then, do we talk about, what is it, Scotland, Argentina in the evening?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to say. I think Argentina will do the business, especially if it's in Mendoza. It's a very hostile place to go play a game of rugby, so it'd be tough. Plus, Scotch has rested all their superstars, haven't they? So now, be a good day. Good day for a supporter. Good day for coaches, and hopefully some really attractive rugby where we can have some more young people want to play rugby.
Yeah, 100%.
There's also Japan v France. That'd be
exciting.
Yeah,
very good.
I think I'd love Japan to win that personally.
We love it.
Massive upset.
Yeah, well,
It's not going to happen realistically.
the French is everyone's favorite team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the moment, yeah.
It's people to them. Unless they don't put like DuPont and all that.
I think they'll put out
They'll
a
have a
good
chance.
team. They're not going to mess about.
So Japan's team's not that strong either.
No.
So it'll be alright.
And
Yeah.
you see Freddie is still going for the Movember look.
Yeah, of course.
I've been trying for ages now. I'm off now. Look a bit dodgy, but.
Yeah,
What about the mullet, Warren?
Oh yeah, no, tired him, mate. I'm jealous. Jealous, mate. Only if I could.
Yeah, I reckon just get one.
Yeah, give it a go.
Just get it going.
Might take a few years, like your moustache, but
No, Argentina are a tricky team, aren't they? Because sometimes they're brilliant, but sometimes
I'd love for
they're
Argentina
a little
to
bit,
win.
dodgy, aren't
Mm. Who's their best player? Is it the 10?
they? Sanchez, Nicolas Sanchez.
Yeah, he's good.
He's a good player.
Slippery.
Oh,
He is slippery.
cheeky. Got lovely kits as well, Argentina.
Of course. Yeah.
Best kits in the game.
At the end of every episode, we ask what your all-time 15 is.
wow, you should have given me preparation there, mate. All-time 15. Is this like the like all-time 15? I suppose it's in the title. I probably name names that you guys don't even know.
We've had. I'm sure we've had worse.
Well, we had Matt Just on last week, and his team was definitely very
Yeah.
rogue, very
Very
rogue team.
Man, Jess.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, good lad, good lad. All-time 15. Wow, where do I start?
I mean, you can change it up if you want because no one's actually, apart from Matt Chess, no one's done an actual 15.
Yeah,
like Naya Tapper did a women's sevens team, and Dallin Sanford did a back line and then a sevens team.
And the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Ostioran. He's
okay.
played for South Africa. He was ridiculously good. He won the 1995 World Cup and he won the 2007 World Cup.
Knowledge.
Nice.
Knowledge.
Pretty good. Hooker, probably go, geez, is it old school or modern day hooker? I would throw in probably hooker, Keith Hood, or do I go for Scout Brits? Throw Scout Brits in there. I feel like I'm African here. I'll chuck in there. Let's go with the Thad Furlong.
Yeah,
Okay, nice.
yeah, nice.
I like him. You can maybe. Oh, I might have to go with Anton Oliver at hooker as well. Jeez, he was good. He's one of my favorites. He was one of my favorites. Let's go. You gotta go with like Etzebeth.
Yeah, good shot.
Probably Etzebeth / Atoji / John Eels.
Yeah.
You can fight out for a position, and then you chuck in Victor Matfield.
Yeah.
Nice.
Victor Matfield. Let's chuck in Victor Matfield there. Or to be the back row. Jeez, you gotta go. You might need more than 3 of them. Pocock, George Smith, Richie McCaw, Kieran Reid, Skalberger, and
Just have
The whole back row.
yeah, I think you need more, and then you got to make space for Sergio Parisha as well. Maybe a combination of that type of player.
Yeah.
We can make our own one there. Scrum halves. Scrum halves. I would go with. Geez, who would be the best scrum half? Well, probably like a US Van der Westhuizen. I think in a modern game he would have been class. But then you still got the Pond as well. Then you got Aaron Smith. Ah, mate, there's too many. I can't forget. Then you got George Gregan. Then you got Will Genia. Let's say a combination of those guys. 10, geez. I'll bias towards Marcus, but then you still got Dan Carter. Yeah, let's just leave it with those two, because otherwise I'll get
Johnny Wilkinson.
carried. Johnny,
Not feeling it.
centers. Let's go centers. Who would be my midfield? Geez, let's come back to the midfield. They're always the hard. Wingers, I think I've got to have my hero, Chester Williams, in there.
Nice.
I got to have Jonah Lomo in there.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I've got to have Christian Cullen in there at 15. Those guys are unreal. In the midfield, probably go with O'Driscoll at a 13. O'Driscoll and Mills Molina can share.
Ooh,
At
nice.
13, 12. Who would I pick at 12? I'm just gonna throw an Islander in there. We throw the chiropractor in at 12 just to go wacky.
Yes.
That'd be off the cuff. Probably by the time I leave here, that team would look different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got about 9 different back rowers. But...
Yeah. The only thing left is your favourite kit of all time.
Favorite kit?
Yeah.
Rugby kit, like playing jerseys.
Yeah.
Ooh, who's got the best kit? I like Stad.
Why does everyone like Stad? I hate Stad's kit.
Cool, and they look nice. Mate, there's not very nice rugby kit out there, to be honest. That you go, ooh, I'd play for that team because their kit look good. Well, the Argentina and France always look cool in their Nike outfits, don't they?
Yeah. This as well this year. The Waikato Chiefs.
The Chiefs, yeah, it's all right.
Oh.
I know. There's no apart from Stade Francais. There's no flamboyant kit where you go, whoa, I want to join that team just because I look good in that.
Yeah.
And I would base it around teams like that. I coached teams. I coached Lithuania for 2 years. Dreadful kit. Everything was baggy but great people. Yeah, maybe you should go worse kit. I think there'll be many of them.
What's your least favourite kit?
Stade Francais, they'd be up there. I can't see anyone else. And then obviously I'll wear the Springbok jersey with pride.
Yeah.
So what's your least favourite kit then, if you don't like them?
Least favourite kit? I think that question is too personal. I never get a job in professional rugby again. Least favourite kit? Who's you gotta go Leicester Tigers colours is not great, is it?
They're not the best. They look like they're celebrating Christmas all year round.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit
A couple of
dodgy.
years ago, they had a dreadful one. Like,
They've never
bad.
really had a nice one.
Nah, like maybe like the ones with like the caterpillar on it, like the JBC and all that.
Yeah.
They were nice back in the day. It was Castro Giovanni.
But that was as best as you're getting.
Good job you weren't born then, Freddie.
I was. Hey, long.
That's all we
Yeah,
have.
that's all we have for it. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me, fellas. Good rugby conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so good luck with your rugby down at the mighty SGS.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Boys.
And I really enjoyed working with you lot when
Yeah.
I was down there. And good job with the podcast. And hopefully next time I'll see you, Freddie would actually have a mustache.
Right.
Just
Have a good day.
Cool. You too, fellas. Good to chat.
Hope to see you soon. Cheers.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.